Sorry. I had a hair in my mouth. Um, so I wasn't live yesterday. Hi Thor, congrats on being first dear. Mm, 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 mm. Hope you're doing okay. Hi Tattered. Hi dear, good to see you. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're doing okay. I was on live last night. It was more of a spur of the moment thing. But I played Goose Duck with Gum or Ursa Major VT's wife and some of their pals. Um, and it started at like 6:30 my time, so an hour before we usually start. I don't know if anybody in my audience following, I don't know, saw that. I did tweet about it. It was like an hour and a half before they started. Uh, uh, yeah, we played with. Let me see if I can give them a shout out. Make sure I find it. You finished another avatar on one of your games. Cool. That's the whole reason why I even like bothered playing Code Vein at one point. Was just the character creator. I spent like maybe 40 minutes making my character, and then I played like the actual game for like 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I didn't know it was like a Souls like game or whatever the game actually is. I don't remember. Um, yeah, please go follow Bun Bun. Bun Bun's super sweet. They're doing Bun Bun, Gom, and their friends are doing a donathon. Uh, One of Bun Bun and Gom's family members is going through a lot of stuff. So they have a GoFundMe for their family member to help pay for hospital bills and that kind of thing. Please don't donate if you're not able to, but if you can, just $5, $10 would help a lot. Yes. And we played games with Bun Bun last night. They're super sweet. I played Goose Duck in a very long time. But yeah. What game is it, Tattered? Sorry, my headphones keep sliding off my head. I also posted the GoFundMe on my Twitter. If you need to find it, it'll be up there. Imvu. Was that's the game you see, like you saw all the banner ads for and stuff, like on like Flash game sites, right? With like the anime girls and stuff. Or was it dress up game? Okay. I thought it was. I got the impression it was something like Second Life or whatever it's called. I don't know. Hi Thorn. Yeah, that's what we did last night. I hope you guys had a good time at Bum Bum's stream. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, that's where I was last night. It was a very much spur of the moment thing. Dom asked me like an hour and a half before they were going to start. So, yeah. I did tweet about it yesterday. I don't even saw it. Um, please go show Bun Bun and Calm lots of love. You have a chapped lip? I'm sorry, Tatter. Need some chapstick. You staying hydrated too? Hmm? Excuse me. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. It's Wednesday. It's another cloudy day. I don't think it rained today. It was kind of sunny this morning and into the afternoon, and now it's just one big cloud in the sky. It's just cloudy. Can't see the blue at all, and it's kind of windy. I think it's gonna rain tomorrow. Also, the my friend's wedding is on Friday. It's not Saturday. I thought it was Saturday, but it's not. Unless, let me check the schedule. Let me check the schedule. Yeah, it's Saturday. Okay. So we can play Stardew on Saturday. But there won't be any stream on Friday. Yeah, no stream Friday because my friend's reception or dinner or whatever is at 6. So I probably wouldn't get home in time anyway to stream. Yeah, did you eat today, Tanner? Eat something yummy? Perhaps? I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's an ad break right now. I had some Red Baron pizza before stream, so I don't know if the kisses are gonna be any good tonight. Yeah, in 3 days. That's not good, Taylor. Hope we get something soon. Well, you should definitely eat a little something. Don't eat a lot all at once. You'll overwhelm your stomach. Okay, but when you do get something to eat, which I sincerely hope you do, take your time because if you abstain from eating for a while, and then you eat a bunch. It can overwhelm your body and make you sick. So, yes. And if something is wrong, if you think something is wrong, please see someone about it. Yes, please eat something when you can, okay, Tattered? You lied to me, Tyler. How could you? Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Why would you do such a thing? Huh? I'm kidding. Oh, well, that's better. That's better. Consuming water. Well, I'm glad you're at least drinking water, dear. You're okay? Okay. Good. Is there any trigger that you would like, Tattered? I'd be happy to do it for you. Hi, Star Girl. Hi, dear. You alright? Okay. Good to see you, dear. Hope you've been doing okay. It's Wednesday. Halfway through the week, I think. Right? Wednesday? Is that? Yes, Wednesday. Yeah, there won't be a stream on Friday. So we will be able to play Stardew this week. Just not Mass Effect. Is tomorrow Truck Sim? I think tomorrow is Truck Sim. Yesterday was supposed to be Temtem. Unless I'm mixing up the two. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm doing okay. Okay, so yeah, yesterday was Temtem. Tomorrow is Truck Sim. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Yeah, let me get your smooches, Star Girl. I had pizza before stream, so this might be a little dry. you for the smooch redeem, Star Girl. Thank you, dear. Yes, I'm doing okay. I really want to go on a walk sometime, but it's still chilly outside, and it's been like raining all weekend. It snowed, it hailed, it rained, and it's gonna rain tomorrow. And it's gonna rain all weekend. There was like good 2 days last week where it was like sunny and it was like kind of warm. It was probably in like the 60s, maybe close to the 70s. I don't know. Maybe not that warm. Man, really wanted to go on a walk. And it's okay. Maybe in May. I don't know. Next few weeks, I think. Okay, Tyler. Okay. Just take care of yourself, okay? Oh, goodness. Sorry. I just punched the mic. Sorry. Sorry. So I don't know what whole rabbit hole we're gonna fall out today. I have one loaded in the chamber, so to speak. Okay, Tyler, take care of yourself. It's almost spring. Man. It's so weird. Like when it's summer, I'm really excited for like fall and winter, right? And then winter, it feels like it takes forever. Maybe it's just because of where I live, but like it's almost April and it's still 50, 40 degrees outside. So I don't know, because sometimes like I miss like the pretty snow, like right after it snows, that kind of thing. And my favorite time is when it's snowing outside at nighttime and it's really quiet, and like the porch lights from the houses in the neighborhood are like kind of making the snow glow. Like it's not dark, but it's nighttime, right? That's like my favorite. I just like that atmosphere. It feels nice. Okay, Taylor. You still need to eat though. Yeah. Yeah, and our summers burn pretty darn hot. But some trees in the neighborhood are growing their leaves, so I don't know if that's a sign that the weather's changing soon, or if that's just because of their natural internal clocks, and then they're gonna get thrown off because it's gonna snow next week. I don't know. It does seem to be predicted to rain through the weekend anyway. So I don't know. Me, me too, Tyler. Me too. Yeah, because I always miss winter. Maybe it's just normal. You miss something and then it comes around and you're like, yay, that's great. It's not super hot outside. We're not all sweaty and stinky. And then like 4 months later, you're like, man, I just want to be able to go outside. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if you saw it, Tyler, but there's more thighs on the Twitter. Because IRL versus VTuber was trending last week. So I was like, oh, why not? Why not? So, it's the pinned tweet. Seasonal allergies no matter what. Understandable. I don't like super heavy blankets because I run kind of hot when I sleep. So. I don't know if I have seasonal allergies. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been tested for allergies. But at the same time, I got some new bed sheets last year because the set I was using before I've been using for way too long, and these ones are like thicker, almost fleecy material. And it didn't really come with like a plush blanket like you might see with like ones for kids' beds, right? It just came with the comforter, and that's not heavy enough or thick enough. So if I just use that, I get too cold. So I have this fuzzy one I got at Walmart. It was on clearance or something, and it's all the fuzzies have like matted down, so it's not very soft. It's actually kind of scratchy. So I lay that on top of my comforter, and I use that. Excuse me. And I into your liking. That's good. On your bed. I don't know what this one's. It's probably mostly a polyester blend, right? I got it on Amazon. Cause I got it during winter, like in October, maybe November, December, and cause it was cold. Um, but yeah, now that I will finally put up some insulation on my walls. We just glued some insulation to my walls because my walls are just bare concrete. Two of my walls, because my room's in the corner, and they've helped tremendously retain heat. It is great. The right amount of thickness and fabric is really soft. Like thighs, huh? What likes what they like. You hate I'm right? Right about what, huh? What am I right about? No. I said a lot. Oh, speaking of thighs, recently I put an epilator and a premium exfoliating mitt on my phone wish list, because shaving is kind of troublesome at times, you know. And it only lasts like maybe 2 days before your legs are prickly again, and then you know. But then it's shaving at that point, you're wasting shave cream. So, yeah, there's an epilator and exfoliating mitt on my phone, along with some other stuff for like hand cam streams. You've never used an epilator? I think my mom does. I don't know. Whatever she uses is loud. That's blanket comment. I know. There's also some stuff for like hand cam streams. There's some root beer variety packs where we can do a taste test of. A Japanese snack box thing, and some trading card stuff to open. There's some other stuff. There's a plushie on page 2. I should probably move it. Well, it might be too late. There's some thigh highs on my throne on page 2. They're ones with the arm warmers Nightigami. They have the paw. They have the paws on them, and it also seems to come with cat ears. If there are any thigh highs or anything like that you want to see me wear, hi Nighty, you're here. If there's anything that you want to see me wear, fishnets, thigh highs, whatever it may be, for whatever reason, please suggest them for the wish list, and if they're not too risque, because a lot of suggested gifts from Teto and quote unquote anonymous, which is just Teto, are kind of risque. So, in Teto's defense, he said he was probably drunk that night. So, it's fine. It's fine. But yes, if you have anything you would like to, maybe you don't have to get me anything. Please don't. If you don't want to, or cannot afford, please take care of yourself first. But yes, it always makes me happy when things get suggested for the wish list. Throne keeps telling me to tell people I have a wish list, so I'm trying. I try not to put too much. Like, I think the most expensive thing on the wish list is like 50, maybe $60. It's like $50. The most expensive thing, I think, because I don't want people to spend. Well, the 3DO mic is the most expensive thing, but that is crowdfunded. But yeah. Hi, Nighty. How are you, dear? But if you guys ever want more hand cam stuff, there's a TCG products and that kind of thing on my throne. I don't know if I'll be purchasing any myself unless I get a pretty decent deal like I did with those Minizu packs a few weeks ago. I haven't actually checked the price on Minizu stuff lately. I don't know if it's cheaper or more expensive or what. I need to go to if I do get more Metazu stuff, I need to go to my local game store, because I have Metazu packs for $2 a pop, and that's pretty dang good. Metazu box. Okay, so prices have seemingly gone down on some stuff. The Seance box, the booster box of the set we opened on stream, is now going for $45, which I think is still less than what I paid for those 50 boosters. I think it was 50. And UFO boxes are going for like 10 to half that price. The only thing really holding its value for the most part is first edition printings of base set, because I think those were released with the Kickstarter, I think. But yeah, even Nightfall boxes, which typically, like, that set, Nightfall has been over time, like over the past few years, has relatively stayed like the most expensive box at like 75, 65, 80. This one's going for 35 plus 6 shipping. Hi, Ninetail. Hi, Ninetail. Hi, sweetie. How are you? You doing okay? Halfway through the week? Oh, thank you. It's a booby. It's a ghost bee. And now you gave me a treat. Right now, all I have are sunflower seeds. Apparently, it's supposed to crack open the sunflower shell to get to the kernel. But I don't feel like doing that, so we're just going to eat it. Thank you, Nighty. I didn't know you're supposed to peel them. It's like, why do people like these? It's so unpleasant because you eat the shell and it gets all like pointy. If you're not careful, then it can like jams your gums or your tongue. And then Ploosh was here, and she's like, "No, you're supposed to peel them." It's like, oh, that makes sense. Give me. Thank you, Nighty. No, I never really had sunflower seeds often. I only have these ones because my younger sister bought this bag and she didn't like them, so they're mine. Hi, Tato. Nighttail, your little rascal is here. Your little rascal is here. Hi, Tato. I didn't know. And thinking about it now, my cousins, some of my cousins have have two parakeets, and I'm pretty sure the parakeets don't eat the whole sunflower seed. They crack it open to get to the kernel. So, yeah. I mean, Amara's chat. Yeah, I know you. I saw you there too. What? I was not being a rascal though. I was not. Is that a squirrel eating pizza? Oh, it's holding a flower. That's cute. A boop emote. Cute. But yeah, if now's the time. If you guys are interested, if the handcam stream we did of me opening all these, I have them still stacked right here. All the cards. If you're interested in trying MetaZoo, now's the time. Everything is stupid cheap. You can get a box of UFO for less than $30 on eBay. Like, now's the time. Yeah. So, that's crazy. Because seance boxes are still going for like 70? Maybe not 70, 60. Excuse me. That's crazy. I tell my smooches. Okay. But yeah, if you want more hand cam stuff, don't step on. Oh, that's chat. Okay. That potato. Potato is a potato. If you guys want more hand cam stuff, suggest stuff you want me to unbox. Suggest things for the wish list that you want me to unbox, and I will most likely put them on there. And if there's sci-his you want to see me wear, you can suggest those too. If you want. I already have some stuff on there. Nothing besides the 3DO microphone is above 50 bucks. So I'm trying not to put too much expensive stuff on there because I don't want people to spend a lot of money on me. It feels weird. But anyway, sorry. Now I'm tempted to get some more MetaZoo, but I don't need it. I don't need any more. I have plenty. I mean, maybe the theme decks, because those have exclusive promos in them that you can only get in the theme decks. So, maybe, but those are at my local game store for $10. So, I mean, this auction for all 5 Nightfall theme decks and 2 blister packs ends in 10 minutes, and it's going for $26, including shipping. So I don't know. I don't want to splurge or whatever it's called. There's a bundle for 24. I think I've played the first Slime Rancher because it was on Game Pass or something. Hi Max. Hi dear. Thank you for the smooch redeem, Ninetale. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably wait to get any cards till after I get Helldivers 2. But before I get to get Helldivers 2, I need to finish a game. So, and we did not work on either of the games this week, so. But hi Max, hi dear, I hope you're doing okay. It's been a while, hope you're doing alright. It's Wednesday. It has been a while. Yep, so November. We haven't done a Thai ASMR stream in a while. Do we save that for 500 follows, or do I do a channel point thing? Because I feel like if I do the channel point thing, you guys will have it filled in a week. Because it's been a while since we've done one. So I'm sure Thorn probably has over 100,000 points at this point. So I don't know. And the VODs of the Thai ASMR streams occasionally get views still on YouTube, and it's like, well, okay. Okay. So last time, we were talking about bugs and snakes and something else. So I don't know. I am kind of tempted to there's a game that came out a couple days ago called Bears in Space, I think. It's a bear game, so it's like, well, that's on brand, I suppose. Bears in Space. It's on sale for right now. Oh, it's also a board game? I don't know. It's a first-person shooter thing. Oh, it's a bullet hell. I'm not very good at those games. I'm not very good at those kinds of games. Does Doom count as does a Doom Eternal count as a bullet hell? We still have to finish Doom Eternal's DLC someday. we'll get around to doing that someday. Um, Did you eat today, Ninetail? Did you eat something yummy? So I didn't do too much today. I was gonna do taxes stuff, but then I got distracted. um, so there's this YouTube channel called oh, sorry, it needs an update. Okay, I'll do that after stream probably. There's a YouTube channel called Bread Circus, and they did post like 2 months ago. They posted a brief analysis of the Phantom Menace, the first movie in the Star Wars prequels, and it is 12 hours long. 11 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds, because you can't upload a video longer than 12 hours onto YouTube unless you're verified or whatever, I think. Or you have to be verified to upload something of 12 hours? I don't remember how it works. But I'm watching through it. I'm on like, I think I've gotten to the 4 hour mark. And we just finished Qui-Gon and Darth Maul's fight on Tatooine. We spent like an hour and a half on the pod racers. So, okay, well, I'm just glad that sneeze actually happened. Oh. Give me a second. Goodness gracious. Oh. Sneeze. But yeah, it's a really good video. Because it's not a video criticizing or praising the movie. Well, it's not a movie intended to say why the movie's bad or why the movie's good. They're just analyzing it, like, basically lore-wise and explaining everything. So, like the pod racers section, the guy talked about jet engines and the different types of jet engines and how realistic or whatever the pod racers are. And yeah, pod racers are basically just two jet engines tied together. It's interesting because the um, the vehicles in Star Wars are either like they either use like the hover technology like speeders, or they use like subflight engines or whatever, um, and or like have use like fancy sci-fi stuff, and pod racers are just jet engines. um, because starfighters like an X-wing aren't really typically designed to fly in atmosphere. Because they talked about the exhaust cone. Excuse me. And I'm reciting this. I'll try recalling all this from memory. And that was like an hour ago, and the point where I'm at in the video, I think. So, and I'm no expert. Um, but it was like, so, you talked about jet engines, because, the, like, if you look at the back of a Star Destroyer, or the engines of a Star Destroyer, the exhaust is, dome or cone shape, because, the cone is supposed to like equalize pressure to get you to space or whatever, right? Because it's like the most common shape for rocket engines or rocket exhaust. Because you want it depends on your the air pressure or whatever where you're flying. So if you're in space, it doesn't really matter. Um, but if you're in the atmosphere, it does. So, um, like he talked about pretty much every single pod racer in the movie, and the pod racer game, because the pod racer Stars Episode 1 racer, um, has like a model of every single pod racer in the movie, and even ones that were not in the movie. I think there's a couple that just aren't in the movie, and there was one that's in the movie for maybe 2 seconds. um, and yeah, it's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. And he talked about the Naboo starfighters, and the Queen's, the Royal Cruiser or whatever, the silver ship they use in Episode 1. And they explained why the Naboo, the N1s, and the Royal Cruiser have all these rat tails on the engine. Apparently, that's like a real thing, and it basically does the job of a cone or dome exhaust, but it's like way better. Because it makes a dome out of air or something, and like the big long rat tails at the ends, coming out of the engines on an N1 starfighter, the yellow silver ships, those are actually like a real thing, and NASA uses those, so that's pretty cool. Teto wants his smooches. Sorry, Teto. Thank you for the smooch reading, Teto. Thank you. What's the Twinkie for? Did I do something weird? What's the Twinkie for? Hmm? What was my meal today? What was your meal? What was your meal, Tato? I had mixed veggies and what is that Evo Fortnite tell? Are you trying to say something, huh? Were you no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Thai food? That sounds yummy. Mixed veggies and corn dog bites and fry sauce. And then like 6:30, close to 7, I had some pizza. I had like 4 slices from a Red Baron with pepperoni. And that's what I ate today. This is fine. Excuse me, sorry. Ugh, guys. Does like a hiccup burp? What the heck? Yeah, if you guys are interested in this 12-hour video, it's really good. Even if you don't like episode 1, I think you will gain a better appreciation of what the film tried to do. Not that I'm saying not liking the movie is bad, because I mean it's, of course, probably not a very good film in most aspects, but I like it. And the video so far hasn't really said like this is why this movie is good, this is why this movie is bad. It literally just examines if anything in the movie is like weird in terms of lore. Like the guy spent like 20 minutes talking about TC-14, the silver protocol droid at the beginning of the film that gives Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan their drinks, and talking about why the droid's name is TC-14, and trying to explaining why it's still a C-3PO model even though its name is TC-14. And it's like 20 minutes of that, just that. And yeah. It's pretty cool. I think it's neat. And you learn stuff about jet engines and microbiology because he talks about the midichlorians. And thinking about it now, I get why some people were upset with like the midichlorian thing in episode 1, right? They tried to like explain the Force. But it didn't really change anything. In fact, it just because Luke is strong in the Force because Anakin was, right? And so Leia is as well. So we know Force sensitivity is hereditary, or can be hereditary. Like if one of your parents was powerful in the Force, you probably will be too. So we already had a precedent that it was hereditary, and all this junk, and all this other stuff, right? So the midichlorian count, it's just how like every living thing, right, has the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? So the midichlorian is just the Star Wars mitochondria, except instead of creating like energy or whatever, food for cells, I don't. What does the mitochondria produce? Wikipedia. Mitochondria. Function. They convert energy. Okay. um, but yeah, it's just the Star Wars equivalent of the mitochondria, except it's a cell that like produces force energy, or gives an organism the ability to interact with the force. And if you have a higher metachlorian count, obviously you have a higher aptitude for the force powers and that stuff. So, I don't think it really changes anything. I get that people are upset, like it kind of demystifies like the space magic aspect of Star Wars, right? And I get that. That's neat. Because there's between you, me, the rock, the tree, right? Um, but yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think my viewer count just dropped. I'm sorry, I probably upset people talking about metachlorians. I get that it's a sore topic for some folk. For I get it. It demystifies the mysterious space magic and space wizards. Um, I get that for sure, but I don't think it's like a bad change. Obviously, and there's other things in the movie that are just really stupid, like Naboo is apparently completely hollow, and like the whole planet is a series of underwater caves and caverns, and like that's really dumb. Because like when they take the Gungan submarine, Boss Nass is like, you got to go through the planet core, right? Um, and you could explain that they're actually going through the core of the planet. It's just really deep, and the Gungans interpret that as being the core of the planet, right? Um, so yeah, it's a really dumb decision. Because even if that it was true, the rock in the center of the planet would still be molten, right? Because of the pressure and weight and gravity of the rest of the planet, the core would still be molten, right? So, um, yeah, yeah. And then he talked about the fish, the creatures that try to eat the sub. There's the giant crawfish thing with the sticky tongue, and then the eel thing that apparently has venomous claws, um, teeth, and it glows in the dark, which is a lot. Um, but I feel like that's fairly normal for a thing that deep, right? I don't know. And then the big fish at the end that eats the eel is apparently uh, bigger than a Star Destroyer hangar. It wouldn't fit in a Star Destroyer hangar. The thing is huge. Apparently, according to one of the visual dictionaries, which I think my cousin has one of those. Those are the visual dictionary. I don't know if they've printed one recently. Actually, those are pretty cool books. They're just pretty cool. Um, but um, uh, the big fish things. I think they look more like amphibians because they have arms and legs. They have limbs. but they're definitely way too big to go on land. They would be crushed under their weight, right? Like a blue whale. Whales can't move at all. Granted, they don't have like legs anymore. But apparently, these giant 150 or larger meter animals live in this big cavern right under Naboo, like the city of Naboo. So, uh, and if they could go up on land, I think we would have that'd be really cool, like a kaiju fight, and on the streets of Naboo in like Battlefront 2. That'd be pretty cool. Like the Ackley fight with the Wampas on Hoth, right, in that game. That'd be interesting. One person is like this giant amphibious fish thing, and everybody else is trying to like tether its feet or whatever. And I don't know, that might be fun. I don't know, but we don't have any stories of them going up and eating buildings on Naboo, so they probably don't leave the water. Probably don't. Yeah, anyway, sorry about that. If you want to watch this video, the channel is Bread Circus on YouTube, or just look up brief analysis of the Phantom Menace. I'm sure you'll find it too. That way. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I've gone and done it again. Yeah, I haven't watched anything Star Wars since Mando Season 3 was airing weekly. Airing, quote unquote. A new episode was just released every week, right? And I forgot what I was gonna say. Stupid yawn. Everybody's gone now. Everybody's gone. I don't know. My viewer count says there's one person here. It's probably just because of the ad break. I know there's more than one person here. It's just annoying. Probably some tabs got put to sleep. I don't know. Yeah, the video is pretty good. It's pretty good. No bread yet. Bread hasn't stopped bread yet. Excuse me. And no Twisty Pop redeem yet either. Interesting. Thank you, Nighty. I will drink water now. How are you, Nae? Did you eat today? Did you get another big burrito? Oh, did you guys know Neopets had a trading card game? If you didn't, now you do. And it's pretty cute. It's pretty cool. I want to play it. I want to play it. I want to play it. I have some of the cards because the McDonald's toys came with a promo card. One of 15. There's 15 in the set. I don't know if the promo cards were also printed in the booster packs as well. Um, so I have some, but not enough to play with. And there's a starter deck, but it's a two-player starter deck. One player has the monkey Neopet, and the other one has like the main one, or the hollow one, and then the other player gets the bat. And I think it's a life decking game, maybe. But you win by getting 21 treasure, because there's like item cards that you can either equip to your Neopets to improve their stats, or you play it in your treasure zone or whatever, and when you get a treasure total of 21 or more, you win. And you play your Neopets in one of 5 zones. I think there's strength, agility, intelligence, and endurance, maybe. And they're each color coded. So you play a Neopet in each one, and when you play a Neopet in that colored zone, you use that colored stat. So you want to strategically play your Neopets. But also, if you don't have a Neopet in a zone, but your opponent does, they can just swing at you with that Neopet and hit you free of charge or whatever. I don't know. You can't block that, potentially. And the art is really cute. But man, it's kind of pricey. The starter deck is like $30. But like, I can't find like booster packs. I can find like fun packs, but I don't think those are you get cards for the game in those. I think you just get like stickers and like the tops cards for like the Pokemon movies in the 90s and early aughts. I think they're like those. Yeah, like temporary tattoos or like the FNAF trading cards. They're just trading cards that you get to collect the pictures, and the back has like you can assemble a puzzle or a collage on the back of the card, right? I don't know. It looks like fun though. More lore whispers. Alright. Sure, I can do that. I think. Is there something you want me to whisper lore about in particular, Tata? Okay, okay. Um, let's see. I can't think of anything at the moment off of the top of my head. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yesterday, I was in a call with Bun Bun and Gum. Chilling. Please go follow Bun Bun and Ursa Major VT. Please give them a follow. They're doing a GoFundMe for one of their family members that's in the hospital. They're trying to raise money to help with hospital bills and stuff. And I don't remember the exact amount, but it's a decent chunk of money. So if you could help, it would mean a lot to me and them. I don't know the family member, but I'd appreciate it because they're very sweet people, Bun Bun and Gum. And yeah, we played Goose Duck with Bun Bun last night. That's what we did for stream instead of Temtem. I didn't stream on my channel. I was on Bun Bun's. And if we can get Bun Bun to help her get to 50 so she can monetize, that'd be great too. If you need the link to the GoFundMe, I tweeted it last night. It should be a pretty recent tweet. It should be right under the pinned tweet. I think. Maybe. It's a fairly recent tweet. If you could, please don't donate if you're, please take care of yourself. But if you can and have the means to, they'd appreciate it a lot, and I would too. But we were in a call, and one of our friends is from Britain, I think, and they have a store called Poundland. I guess it's like the equivalent of like Dollar Tree or Dollar General. So that guy's talking about Pound Town, and apparently there is a place called Pound. There's a city in Wisconsin named Pound, parentheses town. So, I sucrose. Don't squish me, squish you. Hey, sucrose. I don't know if it's been too soon. Oh, I can do the other one. There you go. Go follow Sucrose. Sucrose is a cutie patootie. We played games with Sucrose like 2 weeks ago now. That does not feel that long ago, but it was. It was that the 11th of March? I don't remember. It was a bit ago. But Sucrose is super sweet. We might be playing games with Sucrose in a couple weeks, and with a bunch of other bears. I think on like the 7th, I think the date is right now. I probably won't be alive that day. I think that's a Sunday. So I might do ASMR that evening. But I probably won't stream. I think we're going to play Jackbox. I'm very excited about that. I am super excited because I get to play with Sucrose again and other bears. The only bear I know for sure is Sucrose. And we love sucrose. We love sucrose. We stand sucrose. Please give sucrose lots of love. Follow her if you haven't already. For some reason, you're not following sucrose. Do it. Do it. Do it. Follow sucrose. So, yeah, I guess I can read the Wikipedia page for Pound Town, Wisconsin. Their town hall. There's an image of their town hall. It just looks like a house down the street from me. So, I don't know. This is a weird thing to read lore about. Okay, let's read about the California grizzly bear. Because sucrose is here. Okay. And all this time, I thought they were just like, oh, they're just grizzly bears that live in California, but no, they were a thing. Unfortunately, it makes me sad now. They're extinct. They went extinct in 1924. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, I might say it again. I'm just reading the Wikipedia page for California grizzly bear. The California grizzly bear, Ursus arctos horribilis, formerly Ursus arctos californicus, is an extinct population of the brown bear, generally known together with other North American brown bear populations as the grizzly bear. Grizzly could have meant grizzled, that is, with golden and gray tips of the hair, or fear-inspiring, as a phonetic spelling of grizzly. Oh, that makes sense. Nonetheless, after careful study, naturalist George Ord formerly classified it in 1815, not for its hair, but for its character, as Ursus horribilis, terrifying bear. Genetically, the North American brown bears are closely related in size and coloring. The California grizzly bear was much like the Kodiak bear of the southern coast of Alaska. The grizzly became a symbol of the Bear Flag Republic, a moniker that was attached to the short-lived attempt by a group of U.S. settlers to break away from Mexico in 1814. Later, this rebel flag became the basis for the state flag of California, and then California was known as the Bear State. Taxonomy. In 1953, researchers stated the specific status of North American brown bears, or grizzly bears, is one of the most complex problems of mammalian taxonomy. The difficulty stems directly from the work of Merriam, 1918, who concluded that there are 86 forms of grizzlies and brown bears in North America. That's a lot. North American brown bears were taxonomically grouped as a species apart from other bears, until DNA testing revealed that they should probably be grouped in the same species as the other brown bears. Grizzlies living in California had been classified by Merriam into many subspecies, but the only genetically anomalous grouping in North America is the ABC Islands bears. Who are those guys? The ABC Islands bears, or Sitka brown bear, is a subspecies or population of brown bear that resides in southeast Alaska and is found on Admiralty Island, Baranof Island, and Chichagof Island in Alaska, and part of the Alexander Archipelago. Let me open this now. I'm curious. I'm just going to the first. in Alaska, colloquially known as the ABC Islands. Oh, ABC. Admiralty, Baranov, and Chekhov. That's pretty okay. In a part of the Alexander Archipelago, it is a unique genetic structure. Or, excuse me, it has a unique genetic structure that relates them not only to brown bears but also to polar bears. Its habitat exists within the Tongass National Forest, which is a part of the per-humid rainforest zone. And they are not they are categorized as least concern, which is good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay. Alright, let's continue here. Appearance. The California grizzly was an enormous bear. Father Pedro Font, an early missionary, described the local grizzly bears, writing, "He was horrible, fierce, large, and fat." In the 1800s, multiple newspaper accounts mentioned bears weighing well over 1,000 pounds. Okay, sorry. Whenever I read 1,000 pounds, I don't know where he is, but I have a walrus plushie that I think it might be. It's one of my oldest plushies that I've had the longest. It's a walrus, and it has a voice box. You squeeze it, and it says one of like 5 sayings. So, he either goes, he makes a walrus noise, or he goes, I am a walrus. I can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. And, my tusks can pull me onto ice and rocks. I don't know who voiced that walrus, but I've listened to that man's voice my whole life. I don't know where he is. Now I want to find him. I think he's just in this. Okay, I'm gonna go look for him. It'll just be like a minute. I'll be right back. I have to show you guys. I don't know where he is, but I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to get on my hands and knees. It was under my bed. I found him. Now, this isn't the Beanie Baby, but I don't know what company made him because his tag has been worn and the text is no longer, there's no text on it anymore. So, if this gives any of you a brain blast, and he also had one of these walruses. Um, you're welcome. And I got the weight wrong. It's 4,000 pounds. I could weigh up to 4,000 pounds. So he says like maybe 3 things. I'm surprised the battery's still working here. He's a fairly large pussy. Well, he was even bigger when I was like 5, but he's got eyeballs, nose, and some tusks. That's the tusk. And he's still pretty soft. I don't know if he's ever been through the washer. I'd hazard to guess he hasn't, because his thing still works, unless it's been taken out. But it doesn't look like he's had any seams ripped. Maybe he has, actually. Maybe right here. Maybe right there. Here we go. That one's like kind of crunchy now. It's weird though, because I have a Yoda like candy dispenser thing you get in like an Easter basket, and he sounds like he's drowning. But this guy, so that was his walrus roar.
I'm a walrus. My tusks can pull me onto ice and rocks.
See? I don't know who voices this guy. I want to shake his hand. My tusks can pull me onto ice and rocks. And
I can weigh up to 4,000 pounds.
I can weigh up to 4,000 pounds. I'm surprised you still speak, buddy. And that's my walrus. The roar is kind of crunchy now.
I'm a walrus. My tusks can pull me onto ice and rocks.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just sit here with me now, because I'm not going to go put him away right now. But there you go. Yeah, so if you know, if someone out there has one of these walruses, or had one of these walruses, I don't know if he was like, I don't know where I got him from. I don't remember. I'm just here petting him now. But yeah, he's been with me for probably 20 years now. Maybe not that long, but he's been with me for a while now, actually. Sorry, I'm getting sentimental. Sorry. I read with 1,000 pounds, but he says 4,000.
I can weigh up to 4,000 pounds.
Yes, you do, buddy. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, walruses are pretty cool. And, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the first walrus didn't have tusks. It's just our modern walruses that have tusks. And some of their ancestors did too. But the tusks don't make a walrus. Is what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm just petting. I get. I'm having too much fun petting him. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I bet nobody cares, but yeah. There you go. Anyway. Okay, where we live off. Appearance. The hind foot of one particular adult male grizzly was measured at 12 inches. 12 inches long by 8 inches wide, and claws were often 2 inches wide. 2 inches wide by 3.5 inches long. The average bear was 8 feet tall, or about 4.5 feet at the shoulder. Furthermore, they could reach speeds of up to 35 miles an hour, 56 kilometers, over short distances. That's a big foot. Okay, how big is just a grizzly's foot? By length of... It doesn't give us foot size for just a brown bear. Oh, because it also talks about Eurasian bears. Oh, claws and feet. So their claws 5 to 6 centimeters or 2 to 2.4 inches, and they measure 7 to 10 centimeters, 2.8 to 3.9 along the curve. Brown bear claws are longer and straighter than those of American black bears. See, Sucrose, you sent me down yet another rabbit hole. It's fine. Thumbs up. I kind of want to rewatch Sleepy Princess. I watched it with my sister. Man, that was like 2020. It's so good. It's so good. I loved the episode when does she roll down the stairs, or is it someone else? Like, there's like a gag with the stairs, a gag that involves stairs. That was really good. That was really good. Have you seen "'Tis Time for Torture, Princess"? Have you seen that one, Sucrose? Have you seen that one? You have not. It is very similar in concept. They both involve a kidnapped princess, and it's very good. It's very good, very wholesome, and all 12 episodes are out now, so you can binge it in one sitting. And it has very good anime food, really good anime food. Like, it made me want to eat toast, and I haven't eaten toast in a long time. Besides French toast. But yeah, it's on Crunchy. And the art is really good. And the princess, she's pretty cute. And the torturer, her name is just Torture. Yeah, demon girls with black hair in vests and heels. It's a type for sure. It's a type for sure. Yeah. It's really good. It's not as like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's not as whimsical as a Sleepy Princess. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Definitely watch it when you get the chance. Okay, Sucrose. Yeah, I think it is time for torture, princess. Yeah, it's on Crunchy. At least I don't know if it's getting a dub. Yeah, it's really good, and the princess is pretty cute. It's pretty cute. And there's a big yeah. I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's lots of cute anime girls in the show. Lots of cute anime girls in the show, and yes, it's very good. It's probably my favorite of the season. I'm a sucker for slice of life stuff. So I know Solo Leveling is really big. Like the episode that came out Saturday was nuts. um, but yeah, I think Tis Time for Torture Princess is my favorite. I don't want to hype it up too much, but it's really good, Sucrose. It's really good. If you ever do another waifu rating, I'm gonna put some characters from that show in there for sure, because they're pretty good. It's pretty good, especially yeah. And anyway, just watch it. 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 I don't want to spoil anything. Watch it. Hi, Thorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, now I want to read about the ABC Islands bear. Maybe we'll do that later. Oh, Thorn, are there any anime you're excited for this season? Are there any that you're like, I have to watch this one? I don't know if I have any yet. Crunchyroll uploaded the dubbed trailer for Spicier. Is it on Crunchy? But they like, was it yesterday? They might have been Hulu. They might have Hulu still. I know we don't have Netflix anymore. Okay. Okay, Sucrose. Okay. I see. I see. It's on Prime Video. I think we have Prime Video, maybe. What's the name? Unless the name is Spicy. I mean, there. Are there any anime you're excited for this season, Thorn? Are there any that you're? Oh, that's on High Dive. That's on High Dive. I've seen maybe 4 episodes, and I was like, I don't know if I should be watching this one. This feels weird. Yeah, so I haven't finished it, but I was like, yeah. I think I'm okay. Yeah, yeah. I know that one. That's one that's like, how are you on this site and not the other one that starts with H? Yeah. It is goofy. It is. But I totally get why it's on High Dive and not Crunchyroll. Dropless Reincarnation. That sounds familiar. Oh, Mushoku Tensei. I haven't watched that one. I think I tried to watch it. I was like, no, it's not for me. I'm very excited for Kaiju number 8. Because I read some of it. And I really like Kaiju, so I'm excited for Kaiju number 8. Spring lineup. As of the 15th, there was like another one I was excited for. Maybe, where is it? Oh yeah, Grandpa and Grandma turning young again. I'll probably watch that one. But Kaiju number 8, they released, Crunchyroll released or uploaded the Kaiju number 8 dubbed trailer, but they dubbed it. So, that's neat. I might watch Re-Monster, maybe Spice and Wolf. Excuse me. The Misfit of Demon King Academy 2. I need to catch up on that one. I do. I need to catch up on that one. But if you haven't watched it yet, Thorn, you should definitely watch 'Tis Time for Torture, Princess. Looking to check out. Now, I can't tell if I've read that one or not. I read it on like Manga Dex or a fan translation site where they upload scans, and like edit English text onto the pages, but I can't remember if this is one I've seen. That one might have been too spicy. There's one where he marries a mermaid and goes into a dungeon and makes friends with a lich. And the lich is like, yeah, I'll beat up monsters and keep him from getting out of the dungeon or something. I don't remember. That's like all I remember of what I read. So, I don't know. I'm excited for Kaiju number 8 though. I am. I don't watch a lot of action anime, but I love Kaiju, so I'll probably watch Kaiju number 8. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, Thorn, you should watch 'Tis Time for Torture, Princess. It's very wholesome and cozy. Pretty good. If you recommended the cat animes, I think you'd like it. It's a slow. I don't know about slow, but it's a chill slice of life thing. It's on Crunchy. The 12th episode aired the other day. It was when airing this season. It's my favorite this season. My personal favorite. And the art is consistently good. And the art is very cute. Is it dubbed? I don't know, but it's worth watching, even if it's not. It's very good. It doesn't look like it's one that's being dubbed. I might get a dub later, but it's very good. It's very good. It's very good. All the characters are cute. It's hilarious. It's funny. It made me chuckle, blow a little air out my nose. It made me tear up. It's good. It's good. All right. Let's continue reading this Wikipedia article. We are reading the Wikipedia article for California grizzly bear. Really do subs. It's worth it. It's good. It's good, Thorn. It's good. All right. The average bear was 8 feet tall, about 4.5 feet at the shoulder. Furthermore, they could reach speeds. Yep. Okay, we read that. Distribution and habitat. Prior to Spanish settlement in the second half of the 1700s, it's estimated that 10,000 grizzly bears inhabited what is modern-day California. It is thought that the bears lived across almost the entirety of the state, save its most southeastern and northeastern corners. Care for mommy? Then you could probably watch 'Tis time for torture. I think. I don't know. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Probably the southernmost records for the subspecies are from the Sierra de Juarez during the 18th century. The bears ate a diverse diet from California's varied climates, ranging from plant sources like grasses, seeds, and berries, and acorns to animal sources such as deer, salmon, steelhead. Is that a fish? Yes. And carrion, including beached whale carcasses. Relationship with humans. European contact. The first documented sighting of a grizzly bear in California occurred in 1603 when a Spanish explorer near Monterey described how bears came down to feed on a whale carcass stranded on the beach. Excuse me. However, his reports were not widely circulated, so the existence of grizzlies in California was not well known until the 18th century. Western Europeans' first well-circulated encounters with California grizzly bears are found in diaries kept by several members of the 1769 Portola expedition, the first European land exploration of what is now the state of California. Several place names that include the Spanish word for bear, oso, I think that's how you say that, okay, fine. Can I type it in chat? There you go. Trace origins back to what? First overland. Okay, several place names that include the Spanish word for bear, oso, trace their origins back to what? First overland expedition, e.g. Los Osos. I hope that's how you say that. As the settled frontier of New Spain was extended northward, settlers began to populate California and established large cattle herds as the main industry. The ranchers' livestock were easy prey for the largely herbivorous, omnivorous grizzly bears found across the state. In turn, grizzly populations increased around human settlements. By eating their livelihood and scaring them, the grizzlies became enemies of the rancheros. Vaqueros hunted the grizzlies? Vaquero is a horse-mounted livestock herder. So they're like a cowboy, maybe? Hunted the grizzlies, often roping and capturing them alive to be pitted against other animals in public battles. Blood sports, oh, that's not very nice. I don't like that. In 1866, a grizzly bear described as weighing as much as 2,200 pounds, or 1,000 kilograms, was killed in what is present-day Valley Center, California, in the north-central area of San Diego County. The incident was recalled in 1932 by Catherine E. Lovett Smith, who witnessed the bear's killing on her family's ranch when she was just 6 years old. If its measurements are accurate, this particular bear was the biggest bear ever found in California and one of the largest specimens of any bear species ever recorded. Other sources confirm Lovett Smith's account of the bear, but differ as to its exact size. Her telling of that bear is part of the oral history of Bear Valley, the original name for Valley Center. The bear was prominent in the Big Sur region of the Central California coast. Frank Post, born in 1859 on the Sobranes Ranch in Big Sur, remembered when his family lived at Sobranes Creek during the American Civil War, recalling the Great Sur bears inhabiting most of the state. Both inland and coastally, it is likely the California grizzly's southernmost range in this state overlapped with that of the now extinct Mexican grizzly bear as well. Yeah, why are they all extinct? Extinction. In the late 1700s, Spanish ranchers placed a poisoned bait ball made of suet or swine entrails filled with a lethal dose of strychnine, which they hung from the branches of a tree within reach of the bear, but out of reach of dogs and children. Mexican settlers captured bears for bear and bullfights, and they also sold their skins for 6 to 10 pesos to trading ships. Bear Trap Canyon near Bixby Creek was one of their favorite sites for trapping grizzly bears along the central California coast. These bears were even turned into furniture, such as a chair gifted to President Andrew Johnson in 1865. Bear baiting events flourished as popular spectacles in 19th century California. Bloody fights that pitted bears against bulls often inspired betting as to whether the bear or the bull would win. One persistently popular but false phrase origin story related to these fights stems from famous 19th century newspaperman Horace Greeley. While visiting California, Greeley allegedly witnessed such a fight, and supposedly gave the modern stock market its bear and bull nicknames based on the fighting styles of the two animals. The bear swipes downward while the bull hooks upward. In truth, the phrase origins predate Greeley's 1859 journey to California by at least 100 years, but the myth of the California connection persists. And here's the snippet of the newspaper. The Monterey County Herald noted on July 4th, 1874. Last Monday, Captain A. Smith, who resides about 10 miles from town in the Carmel Valley, succeeded in poisoning a large grizzly bear. Bruin had been annoying the neighborhood by destroying cattle, etc., for several years past, and all efforts to exterminate him seemed futile. In some manner, however, he was induced to partake of that cold poison the captain had prepared for his special benefit. He is not likely to repeat his experiment. Yeah, okay. That's the end of this snippet. In the early to mid-19th century, livestock from the ranchos of California provided an abundant food source for the bears, allowing the grizzly population to expand rapidly. However, the cattle population was greatly diminished following extreme drought and flooding in the 1860s and 1870s, leading to a reduction in the number of grizzlies. This coincided with an increased interest in bear hunting, both for sport and commercial purposes. Grizzly bear meat became a mainstay on restaurant menus in the San Gabriel area. According to Mike Davis, the paws from adult bears and the flesh of young cubs were deemed particular delicacies. End quote. European settlers paid bounties on the bears, who regularly preyed on livestock until the early 20th century. Absalom Rocky Beasley hunted grizzly bears throughout the Santa Lucia Mountains and claimed to have killed 139 bears in his lifetime. Noted California mountain man Seth Kinman claimed to have shot over 800 grizzly bears in a 20-year period in the area surrounding present-day Humboldt County. One prospector in Southern California, William F. Holcomb, nicknamed Grizzly Bill Holcomb, was particularly well known for hunting grizzly bears in what is now San Bernardino County. During September 1897, in the mountains between Inwood and Mount Lassen, Shasta County, 21-year-old Elias Weigart and his dog encountered a huge California grizzly whose front track measured 11 inches and the rear 19. The bear died after Weigart emptied his Winchester .38-55 into the beast at close range. The last hunted California grizzly bear was shot in Tulare County, California in August 1922. Although no body, skeleton, or pelt was ever produced, less than 75 years after the discovery of gold in 1848. Almost every grizzly bear in California had been tracked down and killed. In 1924, what was thought to be a grizzly was spotted in Sequoia National Park for the last time, and thereafter grizzlies were never seen again in California. Reintroduction. The support to reintroduce grizzlies to the state is growing. Despite having one of the largest American black bear populations in the nation, California still has habitat that can sustain about 500 grizzlies. It is thought that the presence of an additional large mammal could curb overpopulation of the smaller black bear, which often is involved in human-bear conflicts, as it enters human settlements in pursuit of food and trash. In 2014, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service received and subsequently rejected a petition to introduce grizzly bears to California. In 2015, the Center of Biological Diversity launched a petition aimed at the California state legislature to reintroduce the grizzly bear to the state. In anticipation of the 2024 centennial marking of the final recorded sighting of the wild grizzly bear, that is this year, in California, a collaborative effort was initiated by scientists affiliated with the Research Network. Prominent leaders from California tribes and advocates associated with conservation nonprofits. This initiative resulted in the establishment of the California Grizzly Alliance. Despite these efforts, however, the reintroduction remains controversial. Arguments against grizzly bear reintroduction emphasize the potential for rare but significant harm, such as attacks causing injuries or fatalities. Those who deem any harm, especially loss of human life, as morally unacceptable view the reintroduction in California as an intolerable threat regardless of individual risk. Symbolism. The California grizzly bear is one of the state's most visible and enduring symbols, adoring both the state flag and seal. The bear flag first flew in 1846 as a symbol of the short-lived California Republic. A second version was adopted as the state flag by the state legislature in 1911. The bear symbol became a permanent part of the state seal in 1849. The California grizzly bear was designated the official state animal in 1853. The bear is celebrated in name as mascot of the sports teams of the University of California, Berkeley, the California Golden Bears, and of the University of California, Los Angeles, the UCLA Bruins, and in the mascot of the University of California, Riverside, the UC Riverside Highlanders. The California Maritime Academy operates a training ship named Golden Bear. And that's the end of the article. Okay, I kind of want to read about the ABC Islands Bears now. There's a story of a bear in my state. It seems to be a famous bear. There's a scout camp or a land that the bear had lived in previously. I can't remember what the Old Ephraim. Okay, here we go. Old Ephraim. So Old Ephraim hiding. I see. So Old Ephraim. This has 2 paragraphs on it. Let me see if there's an Wikipedia article. The subject of Boy Scout campfire tales for generations, this monstrous grizzly bear was 100% real. He was real. It terrorized livestock owners around Logan Canyon for a decade, killing as many as 150 sheep in a single summer, according to historical accounts. Sheep herder Frank Clark killed the bear in August 1923. After its death, the bear's skull was sent to the Smithsonian Institute until 1978, when it was loaned to Utah State University. According to information from the Smithsonian, the bear was estimated to weigh 1,100 pounds and stood 9 feet 11 inches on its hind legs. So, I'd been to this camp where there was a tree that had the bear, Old Ephraim had carved grooves in with his claws, and they were like, look how tall he is. I don't remember if the tree was still there. Somebody cut it down because there was some guy working on trees in the area, and he cut the tree down, and it's a table in someone's house now. It's really stupid. But people were like, yeah, Old Ephraim, he was like a cave bear or something. He was just a really big grizzly. The Utah State University does have his skull. He was just a really big grizzly. He did kill 150 sheep in one summer, but he weighed estimated to weigh 1,100 pounds. That's half the weight of that one California grizzly that we just read about in the Wikipedia article. That's crazy. Old Ephraim was estimated to be half that size. Man. But yeah, so there was this huge tree that had his claw marks in it. And like, look how tall he was. Um, so there's like, and Utah has like one other cryptid. Old Ephraim is credited as a cryptid, but he was real. Um, there was a bear. um, but the Bear Lake monster uh, is like a hairy. Is described as like a hairy mosasaur. That kind of thing. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm curious if Old Ephraim has a Wikipedia article. If I can type Old Ephraim. Excuse me. Yep, okay, he does. We're going to read this one instead. Because Old Ephraim's pretty cool, I think. We'll read about the ABC Islands Bear another time, if I remember. Old Ephraim, also known as Old Three Toes by shepherds due to a deformity on one foot, was a very large grizzly bear that roamed the Cache National Forest in Idaho and Utah from circa 1911 until his death on August 22nd, 1923. The name Old Ephraim, or Old Ephraim, was, if I'm just talking, it's probably Old Ephraim. I don't know if I would say the D. I don't know. Old Ephraim had been a term popularized in the 19th century American West to refer to the grizzly bear, and was used in frontier folklore to refer to specific animals. It appears as the name of a bear in a story by P.T. Barnum. Interesting. Frank Clark and Old Ephraim. The grizzly bear from the Cache National Forest, known as Old Ephraim, was first identified by its distinctive tracks. The bear lived within a large wilderness from as far north as Soda Springs, Idaho, to as far south as Weber County, Utah. That's not too far from me, I think. Maybe? I don't remember. Before settling in Logan Canyon, about 20 miles east of Logan, Utah. Frank Clark, born in 1879 in Cherry Creek, Idaho, was a part owner of the Ward Clark Sheep Company since his arrival there in July 1911. During his first summer in the Cache National Forest, Clark counted 154 adult domestic sheep that had been killed by bears in the area. In 1914, Frank Clark set out to stop Old Ephraim. He set many traps in Old Ephraim's favorite wallows, but the traps were always removed, unsprung, or flung away. Although Clark seldom saw the bear, dead sheep around the herd indicated its presence. Despite Clark's efforts, Old Ephraim killed more and more sheep without being stopped. He said to have once killed 50 sheep at a time. Death, though Clark had attempted to kill the bear since 1914. He did not succeed until 1923, on the night of August 21st. Clark was awakened by the tremendous roars of Old Ephraim, which had been caught in a trap Clark had set earlier in a wallow just below his camp. Clark grabbed his .25-35 rifle, very small and underpowered for such a massive grizzly. Citation needed. And he and his dog set out down the ravine towards the wallow. Clark met the enraged massive grizzly with the huge bear trap on one of its front paws, dragging the very large, heavy log which Clark had connected to the trap by a large chain. Full citation needed. Clark shot 5 rounds from his .25-35 carbine rifle, but the bear did not go down. So Clark fled further up the ravine back towards his camp. Clark's dog harassed Old Ephraim, which Clark credited to perhaps saving his life. As the bear was so near his camp, wounded and enraged, Clark spent the remainder of the night with his dog on the side of the ridge above his camp. He listened as the great bear vocalized through the night and eventually fell silent. With the first morning light, Clark investigated, found the great bear lying dead near his camp. Full citation needed. Clark described killing Old Ephraim as the hardest of them all. He later expressed remorse for having to do it. Memorial. Old Ephraim was skinned and buried, but later dug up by Boy Scout Troop 43, which sent the bear's skull to the Smithsonian. According to Clark, a pile of stones was erected by Boy Scouts over the bear's remains. Most of the remains were eventually taken by tourists as souvenirs. Later, an 11-foot-tall, 3.4-meter stone monument, designed, lettered, and erected by Max Arthur and Howard Jorgensen, was placed at the gravesite. This memorial was officially dedicated on September 23, 1966. Affixed to the monument are two plaques, one with a poem that reads, Old Ephraim, your deeds were so wrong, yet we built you this marker to sing you this song. To the king of the forest, so mighty and tall, we salute you, Old Ephraim, the king of them all. Signed, Nephi J. Bott. At the time of his death, Old Ephraim stood 10 feet tall and weighed 1,100 pounds, or 500 kilograms. His skull was sent to the Smithsonian, where it was identified as a grizzly bear. It was eventually returned from the Smithsonian and put on display in the Special Collections section of the Utah State University Library in Logan, Utah. I kind of want to go see his statue now. I think it's a hike out there, actually, so maybe not anytime soon, but that'd be cool. Legacy. The Old Ephraim Trail is a popular fat tire bike trail in the Logan area. It is a 20-mile loop with almost 3,000 feet of vertical gain and is intended for intermediate or advanced. Oh, you have to ride a bike. Okay. The loop starts with several miles of moderate climbing up Cowley Canyon and proceeds uphill to the upper trailhead of Ricks Canyon. The loop circles north through aspen groves and meadows. After passing Old Ephraim's grave, it descends into the right fork of Logan River, after which there is one more sizable climb. At the top of this climb, you can see the Mount Naomi Wilderness and the terraced cliffs of Logan Canyon. The loop ends on a single-track Willow Creek Trail. The Bear 100-mile endurance run, starting at the Logan area and ending in Fish Haven, Idaho, is a 100-mile ultra-marathon through the Wasatch and Bear River ranges. Though considered one of the most difficult 100-mile races, it is also considered one of the most scenic, taking advantage of the fall foliage of September. Male and female overall runners received the Old Ephraim Award. William Faulkner's 1942 short story, The Bear, has a lot of similarities to Old Ephraim. A life-size bronze statue of Old Ephraim stands along U.S. Route 89, Washington Street, as it enters Montpelier, Idaho from the west. The original sculpture, installed in 2002, was replaced in 2014 by a new sculpture depicting Old Ephraim fighting against a bear trap. In 2003, during its first deployment to Iraq, from Fort Hood, Texas, in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom, B Company, 16th Signal Battalion, 3rd Signal Brigade, the Grizzlies adopted Old Ephraim's name as its company motto, to represent the same fighting spirit as the famous bear. The company presented the Old Ephraim Award annually to the soldier who best exemplified Old Ephraim's fighting spirit, as voted by the company soldiers. Okay. That felt like that just came out of nowhere. Okay. So I don't know how true any of that is. Ephraim was real. But I don't know if his size is accurate at all. He's half the size of that California grizzly bear that the lady said was 2,200 pounds. That's nuts. It's double the size of Old Ephraim. That's crazy. Unless the bear was just really well fed. I don't know. But man, that's a big bear. Okay. Let's see who's live. Who can we raid? I'm tired. But thank you for being here. Sorry, I just read Wikipedia pretty much the whole time and talked about Star Wars lore. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Who's live today. Sophia is. Wolf is still alive. We haven't raided Wolf in a while. I don't think. I can't say it's live anymore. We would have raided her, I think. Alright, we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Wolf. I haven't been seeing Wolf in a while. Thank you for being here. Give me a second to swap my headphones and we'll get the raid going. And I'll make sure Wolf isn't ending stream. I'll be right back. I've been talking myself for the past minute. Good night, Sucrose. Good night, Thorn. Good night, everybody. Teto, Ninetail, Max, Tattered, Stargirl. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Truck Sim. So, yeah. That ought to be a good time, I hope. Maybe I'll get distracted trying to read chat again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you all for coming. Mwah. I will see you guys tomorrow. I won't be live Friday. I thought it was Saturday, but it's Friday that I won't be live because of my friend's wedding. So, yeah. Good night, guys. Be nice to Wolf. He's doing ASMR. Good night, guys. Mwah. Love you. Brush your teeth. Bye.